name is Jarrell Brackett, and this is the Fight Church podcast. This episode is about Vicious. My new single, Vicious, is out right now, and I want to say thank you for anybody who has seen or heard it. But there's a reason why I wrote the song, and the reason why I wrote the song is because the word vicious is very, very interesting to me. So, the definition of vicious is dangerously aggressive, marked by violence or ferocity, worsened by internal causes that reciprocally augment each other, meaning that it goes on itself, causing much more of a problem. So, we're going to talk about the verse in Genesis, specifically chapter 6, verses 11 and 12. These verses provide us with a profound insight into the state of humanity during a time when infringement and viciousness have permeated the world. We're going to delve deeper into this topic, so I want you to draw some wisdom and some understanding from the other portions of the Bible that shed light on the concept of viciousness. Genesis 6, 11, 12 reads, "The earth was depraved and putrid in God's sight, and the land was filled with violence, desecration, infringement, outrage, assault, and lust for power. And God looked upon the world and saw how degenerate, debased, and vicious it was, for all humanity had corrupted their way upon the earth and lost their true direction." These verses present a somber picture of a world that strayed far from God's intended order. The term infringement encompasses the picture of violation and trespassing of boundaries, while viciousness highlights the cruelty and violence and corruption that plagued humanity. It is vital for us to understand and recognize that these themes are not isolated to this particular passage throughout the scriptures. So, Proverbs chapter 12, verse 12 talks about the wicked desire to plunder of evil men, but the root of the righteous yields richer fruit. This verse from Proverbs reminds us that the wicked, driven by their vicious desires, seek to exploit and harm others. In contrast, the righteous, firmly rooted in God's principles, bear the fruit of abundance and blessings. Proverbs 21:7 says, "The violence of the wicked shall sweep them away because they refuse to do justice." Here we see that violence of the wicked eventually leads to their own downfall. Their refusal to uphold justice contributes to their own destruction. Job chapter 15 verse 35. "He who is pregnant with evil and conceives with trouble gives birth to disillusionment." This verse from Job emphasizes that those who harbor evil intentions and cultivate trouble will ultimately experience disappointment and disillusionment. Isaiah 59:8 says, "The way of peace they know not, and there is no justice in their right goings." Isaiah prophetically depicts society devoid of peace and justice, where the path of righteousness is abandoned. This description serves as a stark warning against the devastating consequences of a culture steeped in viciousness. I'm looking at these verses, and it becomes clear that God's word repeatedly condemns viciousness, violence, and injustice. It underscores the importance of living lives that will uphold the principles of love and compassion and righteousness. In conclusion, chapter 6, 11 through 12 of Genesis paints a vivid picture of a world plagued by infringement and viciousness. But we must recognize that these themes are not confined to this passage alone. The Bible, through various verses, warns us against the dangers of wickedness and violence and injustice. As followers of Christ, let us strive to be agents of change in a world that desperately needs the transformative power of love and righteousness. May we reject infringement and viciousness in all of its forms, seeking instead to build a society based on God's principles where compassion, justice, and peace reign. May the Lord bless you all abundantly as you embark on this journey of righteousness. My name is Jarrell Brackett. I'm a professional fighter, and this is the Fight Church podcast. I want to say thank you for watching my live stream, and may God bless all of you out there. Goodbye.